This is a play about Tom and George Cohan. He's our hero. We're on his side. So to balance the scales, we tell it with a cast young enough never to have seen him perform. Or in some cases,
George who?
never even to have heard of him. Hard to believe? Try this simple test. Ask your kids when you get home tonight, and while you're at it, Pop, ask them about John Barrymore and Wendell Willkie and Toots and the NRA. That's the National Recovery Administration. Ask them about Lamont Cranston.
Never heard of him.
Surprised? Don't be. There's been one of those floods the earth comes up with every 20 years or so. The old landmarks have tumbled, and except for the odd footprint, the sand is clear. Hey, Wally, can we have some light? Now, because this is a story about George Cohan, we tell it where he lived it. On a stage. Much like this one. Not much, is it? Or everything. I guess it depends on how you look at it. Well, we're ready. We hope you're ready. George was never anything but a showman. Beginning with his first stage, Providence, Rhode Island, July 4th, 1878. Now the truth is, he was born the day before, but it pleased Georgie to take Independence Day as his birthday. So July 4th it is. Heightened reality, they call it. Truth dressed up for the stage. But that's where he lived it. How he lived it, and how we tell it. July 4th, 1878, George Michael Cohan is born.
That's only for the birth certificate. Little Georgie, the Yankee Doodle Kid. That's how we're doing in the act. Oh, not that he's going into the business unless he wants to. No, that kid's not going to put a foot on stage till he's 18, 19, or even 21 months. Or as soon as he learns to talk, whichever comes first. Hey, I could carry him on with me tonight. Yeah. Look, we might as well teach him to dance while he's learning to walk. It'll save time. Hey, looky there, he's dancing. Attaboy, Georgie. Hey, move out after the shuffle this time, and on the second course, try adding in some of the clips. Attaboy. Absolutely not! The boy's only 10 years old, and I have no intentions of allowing them to wear... All right, long pass for Georgie, but only when he comes out for the encore with Josie. Who do you think made it up? Georgie. Not bad for a 15-year-old kid, is it? Go on, try with him, Nellie. Sure, he hasn't had too much education, but what kid sees as much of the country as he has? That's an education too, you know. Just look at all the towns we played. Akron, Dayton,
Des Moines, Sioux City, Cleveland, Memphis, Portland, Oregon, Portland, Maine, Wichita Falls,
My father thanks you, my sister thanks you, and I thank you. Okay, let's take those drops out. Hey, Freddie, let's get some lead over here. Archie,
Yeah, kid.
where are the rest of the boys? I told them to come right up.
Take it easy, kid. They're right behind me.
George, are you sure it wouldn't be better to see him in the dressing room first?
Oh, worst place in the world, Pop. A guy like E.F. Albee comes back to see you, that's a scene. It's gotta be staged.
What your father's trying to say, George, is that it might be a good idea to go easy on Mr. Albee.
Mom, Dad, you leave Albee to me, okay? He wants this act, or he wouldn't have come all the way back to Cedar Rapids to catch it. And if he wants it, he's gonna have to pay for it. Now remember, we get the Cohan touch. Speed, lights, music.
George, he's not here yet.
Okay, you and Mom do your number first, okay? Then Josie, do yours.
Okay. Oh, George, it's Albee. He's coming.
Oh, good. And then for the grand finale, little Georgie himself. Ah, hello, E.F. Love to chat with you, but we're busy now running over some sensational new material I just wrote for when we play New York.
Some other time.
Oh, no. Watch if you insist. As a matter of fact, might do you some good. I was getting sick of the junk you've been feeding for the past 20 years. What you need is something new, kid. And that something happens to be spelled C-O-H-A-N. Come on, Mom. Pop, you're on.
That good old musical moon that they sing about in every tune.
Catch it up.
Never wearing out the paint on the scenery of a musical play.
Watch this.
Honeymoon, even got a sunny
Reruns.
musical moon that rhymes with Jude and spoon and croon. Though the leading lady gets the dough,
What art thou, Romeo?
folks will tell you that it ain't no show till they bring on that musical moon.
Great, kid's great. And now we hope you notice the song. Another Cohan original. And now I'd like you to get a load of the most talented little miss in vaudeville, Miss Josie Cohan.
Oh, you wonderful boy, what a wonderful boy you are. You made the world appear to me, near to me, dear to me. Oh, those wonderful eyes thrill me through. It seems to me to be a wonderful world since I met you.
That was beautiful. And now I'd like you to get a load of a song, a step, and a personality that I guarantee will take New York by storm a week after we open. Little Georgie himself. Let's not walk through this one. Goodbye, my lady love. So long, my turtle dove. Farewell, my honeysuckle. I've gotta go. While I am on my way, I'll phone you every day. I'll tell you how I am if you want to know.
I'll hear if you're acting gaily
Don't be leery.
when I get my letter daily.
Yes, my dearie.
Honey, goodbye.
Dearie, don't cry. Honey, do you know I gotta go? On the boy, Broadway. That's the
boutique opening in Atlantic City.
Now you just wait a minute.
That is a nice offer, Mr. Albee, and I'm sure Josie appreciates it.
But this is a 4-act, Mr. Albee.
And a good one. Maybe you didn't like everything you saw, but with a few changes, a few cuts.
What changes? The act's great and you know it. And just because that big...
Producer, you gotta forgive the boy, Mr. Albee. He's just so excited about your being here. Why, only this afternoon he said to me, "Gosh, Dad, do you suppose Mr. E.F. Albee, with all his renowned experience and taste, would be willing to help us with the act? Didn't you, son?"
I never...
You see? Now go on, Mr. Albee. We're all ears.
Well, it ain't a bad little act, I guess. Maybe I could use the 4 of you.
What did I tell you?
I get it. He was only kidding before. You're a great kidder yet. Now, what we want is $7.50 per
In
and...
Poughkeepsie. At $150 per 2 weeks guaranteed. Then if you shape up for it.
Wonderful, Mr. Albee. Now, when do we start?
Start? Nobody starts at Poughkeepsie, Pop. That's where you finish. Now, if you want my advice, Mr. Albee...
Son, I think you said just about enough.
No, I didn't. Not near enough. You're going to want this sack someday, and I just want you to know that the 4 Cobans will never play any theater of yours as long as we're in this business. And there's no use pleading. I won't change my mind. Imagine us, Poughkeepsie.
Well, it sure is a lot closer to New York than we are now.
Closer isn't enough, Pop. We've been on our way to New York for 12 years now. I want to get there.
So do I. And your mother. Just because we want something doesn't mean we can have it, Georgie.
Why not, Pop? If something's good enough, and I'm sure good enough, why not? I can't lie, Pop. You did teach me how. I'm Georgie, and I think I'm great. If that makes me a fresh punk, okay, I'm a punk. But I'm going up there, and no Albee or anyone else is going to stop me.
Hey, Tiger.
Not now, Archie. I'm busy.
So are the boys, Georgie. And they want their money. We rehearse now 6 hours.
Don't worry, Archie. You'll get your money. I always pay my debts. Hey, Dad, can you let me have 20?
I haven't got that much, Georgie. How about you, Nellie?
Just the money for the week's rent, Jerry. I'll get it, Archie.
Look, Miss Cohan, I'm sorry to do this to you, but we rehearsed nearly 6 hours.
Georgie, Georgie, Georgie. What am I going to do with you? I know you want to get someplace and be somebody, but, well, you're using up so many people along the way.
People aren't what I'm worried about now, Pop. You just let me get where I'm going, and I guarantee we'll have more people around us than we know what to do with.
I hope so, Georgie. Sure hope so.
Well, you understand, don't you, Josie? It's like I'm running. There's a long train, and I'm running after that train. And I can see the people inside laughing, and the light shining through the windows on the brass railings. And I know if I can just once touch those railings, I'll get on. And for some crazy reason, you'll be there, and Mom and Pop, all of us together, Josie. Always.
You'll get on, George. I know you will. But trains start and stop, and that's why we all need people. Because nothing's always, George.
I am. And you know why? Because I'm playing it their way from now on. If Humble's what they want, Humble they're gonna get. 14 karat, solid brass, Rhode Island Irish Humble, and don't look for better because there ain't none. Oh, Mom, Pop, it's the new me. That's right, the old loudmouth is no more, so feast your eyes on the new Georgie. Thoughtful, modest, quiet, unassuming, and most of all, considerate of other people at all times. Unless, of course, we happen to run into those fat heads like Albee. Did you see the way he sat there, Mom? Not a smile in it. But don't you worry, Pop. We'll play New York, and why shouldn't we? We've got everything. Brains, talent, heart, the greatest actor in business, and me, little Georgie himself.
I kind of like the new George.
Best thing about him is you don't miss the old one.
Oh, Mom. Mom, Pop, you're not letting this get you down, are you? Okay. So Albie didn't hire us, and we owe Madame Grimaldi $20 for the rent. A couple bad breaks like that aren't gonna stop us. Pop, you know what I want. I want the four of us to walk out of this theater as if we own the world. Did I say walk? I meant march. No stride. Shoulders back, head high, chin up, follow me.
Right over there is the poorhouse. Now hurry, I can get a corner room.
He's a Broadway kid, and to wrap up the town is his plan.
Jerry, we're late. And you know how Madame Grimaldi is about serving supper on time.
I'll have enough trouble explaining about the rent.
Receive, dear Lord, as symbols of your everlasting bounty and goodness, we, your devoted servants, toiling together in the fields of Christian endeavor, do most humbly thank thee. Especially those of us who are paid up. Amen. It's your turn to help serve. I'm gonna leave it for Mrs. Red Deer. Now, who doesn't have a napkin? Oh. That's right. Mrs. Red Deer, serve the roast.
Oh. Roast leg of what?
It's awfully small.
Where's the cat?
Upstairs lying down. She had a little migraine. Now, who didn't get any butter? Oh. That's right. Mrs. Red Deer, serve the alphabets too.
P-A-Y.
U-P.
That's my own idea. So much more personal than a summons.
Boy, that certainly was delicious, Madame Grimaldi.
Delicious? What did he get that was delicious?
No, sir, we won't get food like that in New York.
New where? What did he say?
New York. I thought you knew. We're going there with the act.
Come now, Mr. Cohan. You can't expect us to swallow that. Everyone knows how Mr. Albie turned you down flat this afternoon.
All arranged. We had to get Albie to turn us down because we'd already signed with Cotton Beeman. That's right. We open the Adams Street Theater next week with a new musical sketch called, The 20th Century Kid. That's right. Written, conceived, and executed all by George M. Cohan.
Mrs. Cohan, Nellie, have some more prime rib. And don't you open your mouth. What happens to cats can happen to canines.
Hey, George, how about taking us with you?
Dogs. What your egg needs are dogs. You, out, coffee in the parlor. Acrobats, animal acts. I mean, if if your act needs any fleshing out, it's something on the spicy side. I do an exotic Turkish dance, you know. Oh, but don't worry. I keep my secret splendor covered in fringe.
One thing, that splendor ain't no secret, and second thing, there ain't that much fringe in all of Cedar Rapids.
Well, I had to say something, didn't I? Unless it's true. Or it's going to be. I'm going upstairs to write that sketch tonight. And don't you worry about Hyde and Beeman. I'm going to make them an offer they can refuse. That's right. The 4 Cohens for $0. Not run red cent. Free. The first week. Then if we go over, we'll talk terms.
One little question, George.
Shoot.
What if this new act flops?
Pop, how can it flop? It's conceived, written, staged
And executed.
by George M. Cohan.
I'll take the girl.
If you've got a soul in ya, nevermore will you roam. Morning glories and clover, birdies flying all over, reckon you'll like it if you should strike it my home, sweet home.
How do you like her, Mr. Beeman?
Not bad, kid, not bad.
Not bad. She's only sensational, that's all. And why shouldn't she be? I wrote her the number myself. Which reminds me, Beeman, how about a contract in case there are 5 Cohens instead of 4?
Thinking of giving birth, kid?
Have to get married first. And that's up to Ethel. Oh, Mom. Pop, Josie, this is Ethel Levy. We're engaged.
Engaged? I'll have to explain, Miss Cohan. George is engaged. I just haven't said no.
Then you're lost, poor girl. Welcome aboard.
Hey, Ron.
Suppose we ought to be gratefully introduced us now. She'd hate to say hello going up the aisle.
But I've only gone out with him once. Nobody's even proposed.
Take care of it after we're married. Josie, come in on the dove line, will ya? I'm bringing Ethel into the intro.
What intro? What are you talking about?
Modern age, modern age, modern age, the whole world's racing. Thomas Edison, he's the one perfect on accelerating. Now with Mr. Bell,
Samuel Morse as well.
I keep waiting.
Oh, come on, Ron.
George Cohan, what are you doing?
Smile.
I will not smile, and I will not be pushed or rushed
Won't
or...
be rushed. My dear young ladies, this is 1901, the dawn of the 20th century.
I'll never forgive you for this. George Cohan.
That's right, the age of speed. And as of now, the slow courtship's out of date. Smith's the name, Thomas Edison Smith. And what I've invented is a 60-mile-an-hour romance.
There are organizations to deal with people like you. The police, the law courts, the Benevolent Protection Order of Elks.
Would I care to elucidate? Why not? Maestro! No time to pitch woo now. The century's new now. I'm singing my love songs in that new ragtime. The minute I meet ya, I send for the preacher and order those wedding bells to chime on. A Yankee with know-how, don't wanna go slow down. Can't wait for that phone number.
Or even a dove. So kiss me and run.
well, Mr. Thomas Edison Smith. I will accept you as a potential suitor, but I must warn you that I'm the sort of girl who wants a boy to meet me properly first. Then go walking, then dancing, then hold my hand, then my waist, then kiss me, propose, march down the aisle, put a ring on my finger, give me a dozen American Beauty roses, and carry me across the threshold.
And I'll do all that, only put a little 20th century pace in it. Ready?
No time to bitch through now. It's 1902 now. I love you, my telegram is fast and clear. Whenever we're parted, we're not broken hearted. As long as our telephone is near, dear. So hurry to me, kid. It's 1903, kid. Hand me my 20th century love.
My mother thanks you. My father thanks you. My sister thanks you. My wife thanks you. And for the last time on the Hyde Beeman vaudeville circuit, I thank you too.
George, what do you mean the last time you Hyde Beeman? What are you doing?
Moving, kid. Up as far as it goes and never coming down.
George, I like vaudeville. It's what I know best. And look at how far the act's come. Why must we move anywhere?
Because if you're not moving, kid, you're slowing down. And that's not